Hello, everybody. Greg, do you want to tell us about the Tendermint releases this quarter and how that's been going?
Yes, thank you for asking. In September, we released Tendermint 0.16, and the biggest news there is that we introduced a brand new TestGen utility. It's a generator for Tendermint types for unit and integration testing, and also for model-based testing, which is going to be a big topic going forward. In October, we released our first release candidate for the new 0.17 Tendermint release, which focuses on compatibility with the upcoming 0.34 Tendermint core and the Cosmos Stargate release. We're changing from amino encoding to protobuf encoding. We're making JSON encoding improvements. And to improve the developer ergonomics and reduce future impact on the code base from serialization, we are separating the protobuf types into their own crate and introducing something called domain types in the Rust API that implement conversion to and from these corresponding protobuf types for binary serialization. We have updates in the RPC. The client interface was refactored. A new WebSocket client was introduced, which now allows us to have a full-featured RPC client, so with all endpoints implemented. In Light Client, we introduced the Builder API for Light Client initialization, and we started model-based testing there too. I'd like to ask Andre what we're planning for model-based testing, what we've done in the past quarter.
Yes, thanks, Greg. Hi, so I'll talk about model-based testing, what we've done so far. We have started to really use model-based testing in our code. We have integrated this into our continuous integration framework. And now each time we build our system, model-based tests are run automatically. Model-based tests are based on a formal model of our Light Client protocol in this case. And we have observed a number of advantages compared to standard testing. It's much easier to write those tests. It's much easier to maintain them. For example, we have had several issues with our old JSON-based text fixtures, where we had to manually go over those tests and change every test. Like Greg can confirm he had a lot of headache with that. With model-based tests, we now have we just auto-generate those tests, so there is no problem on updating. And model-based test uses under the hood a lot of machinery. In particular, it uses Apalache, which is our model checker for TLA+. And for that, we needed to integrate also some features into the Apalache model checker.
Yeah, I'll give you a few details, a few updates on Apalache. In this quarter, we have been focusing mainly on the user experience because the tool is still not so easy to use. And if you try to use Apalache and you notice the bug, just let us know. We are going to fix it as soon as possible. We also introduced a new type checker because we have found out that the old type checker is not so easy to use. It's not so user-friendly. And we are going to integrate this new type checker in the upcoming release, right? Then we also improved the build system, and the whole tool chain is easier to build now, which makes it easier to integrate it in the continuous integration, we believe, for the users to start using the tool. And we participated in the TLA community meeting a few weeks ago, where we have delivered 2 talks on type inference and model-based testing that we have heard about. Actually, I just wanted to say that model-based testing is now finding real issues in implementation. And in the future, we want to integrate the multi-core extension so you can get your tests generated faster. We also want to fix more bugs if you find them and apply Apalache and model-based testing to IBC. That's what Roman is going to talk about.
Yes, thanks, Igor. Right, so on the IBC side, back in early September, we released version 0.0.3 of the IBC-rs project, our implementation of the IBC protocol, which includes an implementation of ICS02, which is a specification which defines the semantics of the verification algorithms for IBC clients. We also released, as part of this release, implementation of ICS-07, which refines ICS-2 for Tendermint blockchain specifically, which is our main focus at the moment. And then in October, we released version 0.04 of the project, which mainly focused on alignment with the Cosmos ecosystem and with our Tendermint-rs project. So this release brings compatibility with the latest protocol buffers definitions found in the Go Cosmos SDK, notably for Gaia, Stargate 3, and Stargate 4. And we've also updated the project to use the latest Tendermint-rs version 0.17, which includes the new revamped light client for detector and the new async event listener for chain events. Over the quarter, we also put together an ADR which outlines the implementation of the on-chain IBC message processors, which we've been following since then to implement those message processors. And we also have a routing module for these messages that's in progress. And as part of in this quarter as well, our research team developed a TS specification for the relay algorithm itself, which includes support for packet handling. And that has really boosted our confidence in the understanding we have of the protocol. And that's going to be super useful when we start implementing it next quarter, and also for testing. So speaking of next quarter, the main goal will be to write the minimal implementation of the IBC relayer in Rust. That's going to be initially focused on a single unidirectional link between two chains, together with an extensive test suite backed by MBT.
Andre, can you speak a little bit on how we expect model-based testing to support IBC next quarter?
Yes, sure. So currently we have started to integrate with IBC as well. So we started to use the IBC specification in TLA Plus. And not only IBC, but we are going actually to support both Tendermint and IBC, both in Rust and in Go. Like we are going to use the same model-based tests to test both implementation in Rust and in Go. And I think that this is a big deal. So we kind of ensure that both those implementations comply to our specifications. Sorry. Yes, and as Igor already mentioned, we have already found some real issues, actually both in the code, which wasn't following the specifications, and in the specifications we were not precise enough, so to say.